Join us as we take you on a virtual road trip into the San Bernardino Mountains via the Forestry Road 2N33, also known as Pilot Rock Truck Trail. We'll explore this road as it takes us through a small biological transition zone from the Mojave Desert Zone into the San Bernardino Mountain Zone above Lake Silverwood. This road trip, originally done in 2014, was updated in 2020 with new information and an overview of the trip using Google Earth. If you're looking for a way to escape the dog days of summer by gaining some elevation, or going on an outing in the fall before the grips of winter sets in, this road trip is a great way to escape the masses of the 20 million people living just on the other side of these mountains. Here's a map of the Southern California region near LA. Just north of San Bernardino, our trip traverses a small section of the mountains of the same name, the San Bernardino Mountains, near Lake Arrowhead. Let's zoom in a little closer now to show the approximate location of this short road trip. To start this trip, take Interstate 15 to 138 East to Highway 173. Turn left and then finally turn right just after passing the dam. You can also start this trip from Hesperia by following Main Street east where it turns into Lake Arrowhead Road. Follow it for about 10 miles into Summit Valley. Next, you'll cross this hill and get a great view of where our road trip is going to take you. Our route starts close to Cedar Springs Dam, then follows this mountain ridge above Summit Valley. Let's zoom in closer using another map to get an overview of our route. On maps, the road we'll be on has many names: 2N33, Pilot Rock Road, or Pilot Rock Truck Trail. Here are the start and end points of our trip. Here also is that plant transition zone from the Mojave Desert to the San Bernardino Mountains I mentioned earlier. We'll start out being in the typical desert shrubbery of Summit Valley, end in the forest and mountain vegetation, and pass through the zone where you'll find plants from both regions growing together. Naturally, you're wondering, what kind of vehicle can you take on this road? Since this road is very similar to another virtual road trip we recently published, we suggest that you take a look at that one also to get a more detailed description of what to expect from the road and what type of vehicle is required. That road trip is entitled Back Road from Apple Valley to Big Bear. Find the link either in the description below or on the upper right corner of the video frame. Bottom line, a high clearance, four-wheel drive vehicle is best. Naturally, an enduro motorcycle, side-by-side, or ATV works well too. As seen on the road trip from Apple Valley to Big Bear, we introduced you to the navigation tool we use for these types of dirt roads called Gaia GPS. If you'd like to take advantage of this tool, we've created a GPX file for this trip too. Follow the link provided at the end of this video to download the GPX file that covers points of interest along this trip, as well as a discount code to purchase Gaia GPS. All right, let's get started. We'll zoom into the map showing our turnoff from Highway 173 and onto Pilot Rock Road. Look for this sign marking the paved road to Cedar Springs Dam that you'll want to turn onto. Our first stop is an overlook of Cedar Springs Dam and our first look at Lake Silverwood. Both were built in 1971 as part of the California Aqueduct system. This view is looking west into Lake Silverwood, the Cajon Pass, and the west end of Summit Valley. From this same viewpoint, we can also look the other direction for a great view of Summit Valley, and if you came from Hesperia, here's the road you came in on, as you can see here. Now it's time to hit the road. Find this road, which is the beginning of Road 2N33. Reset your vehicle's trip meter, and let's get going. Don't forget to watch the trip summary using Google Earth at the end of the tour. Now, to summarize our trip with a flyover using Google Earth. As always, we'll start by looking down from the International Space Station, then zoom in to the start of our trip on the far side of the LA area.